Hey guys, welcome. I'm Belle and today I'm going to be showing you a makeup haul of everything that I bought. So if you want to find out what I did buy, then just please keep on watching. So my guilty pleasure when it comes to makeup is buying base makeup, like foundations, primers, blushes, highlights, everything. I feel like if you have a flawless base down, then the rest of your makeup will just look fantastic regardless. So the first thing that I bought was actually a top-up of my favourite concealer of all time, which is the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. It is fantastic, full coverage and flawless. So that was the first one I got just to have as a spare. And for primers, I bought my favourite primer, which is from Dior. It is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Primer in 001 Universal. I just love it. It gives you smooth, blurred, flawless skin and is really hydrating for my dry skin. And I bought two of them, so I definitely don't run out anytime soon. Then with Dior, I kind of went a little bit crazy and bought around 10 items possibly. So the first thing I got as well was just another one of my favourite face palettes from Dior, which is the Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette. It's like loads of highlighters, but I actually quite using the deeper shade for a bronzer, like a glowy bronzer. Beautiful during the summer. And I love the pink one. It's like a blush topper. It just makes it look so rosy and natural and really healthy. It's beautiful. As you can probably tell, I have dry skin, so therefore I love a glowy base. And to help with that glowy base, I have the Dior Backstage Universal Face and Body Glow Illuminator. It is absolutely gorgeous. I've seen so many good reviews about it and like photos of gorgeous skin when using it, so I cannot wait for this one. And then I finally got my hands on the famous Dior blushes. I literally wanted to try these before, like, I think it was Kylie Jenner. I think this one's her favourite. But I wanted to try these like way before it was even a thing. And then when I went to buy it and finally had the money to buy it, everyone went crazy for it and it went out of stock and I was really sad. Months and months later, from the pandemic and everything, I finally got my hands on these two and I'm actually wearing the pink one and love it. If you want to see like a full face like review of all these products, then please let me know down below. And would you like to see a full face of Dior? Because of the amount I've bought and stuff I kind of already have got at home, I could actually do that for you guys. So just let me know in the comments down below whether you would actually be interested in watching that. Next from Dior, I got two of their foundations. I've seen loads of really good reviews on this one, and packaging of Dior is just chef's kiss, like, ugh. By the way, I'm shade 1.5N and I bought the shades online, but I've actually got it on today and I think it's a pretty good match, all things considered. Same with this foundation. I got it in the shade 1.5N and it's meant to be really similar to like the MAC Face and Body, which I love, and for anyone who's curious, I'm shade C2 in that, so if you're kind of similar to this then you might get on with that really well. I actually used this in mix with this foundation today and I just feel like my skin looks incredible, if I do say so myself. And then to go with the foundation, I bought the Dior Forever Skin Corrector Concealer. It's in the shade 1N and it's actually like darker, or quite dark compared to the foundation. I don't think it's just quite orange and quite deep, so I can get away with it for like spot concealing, but I don't use this like under my eyes. Under my eyes I use the Too Faced Born This Way, but it's really good for covering, like I said, acne or redness or something like that on the face, not brightening. To finish off with Dior, I got the Backstage Face and Body Powder No Powder. If you just dust this over your face, it is like a veil and you just look so beautiful, and it's a really nice like base topper. I then got the Hual Skin Food, which is rich, intensive skincare for face and body and for very dry and rough skin, which I suffer from, and I've tried this out and it is just so thick and good. It kind of rubs on like sunscreen, but it's really good under makeup and just for like a general moisturiser. Then I bought three more base products. I got the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I've heard so many good things about this and cannot wait to use it. It's meant to be like quite full coverage yet natural, so I'm really looking forward to this. And for anyone who's curious, I bought the shade Mont Blanc, or Mont Blanc, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I'll let you know how this matches me in a future video or over on my Instagram. And then for the more natural days, I bought the Milk Sunshine Skin Tint, and this is in the shade Light. I'm yet to try this out, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's meant to be a really natural and sheer coverage foundation that just kind of evens out your skin tone, so I'm really looking forward to this. And I know I'm like 5 years late to the like trend, but I finally got my hands on the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation. It's meant to be full coverage, and this is actually the luminous version because I know the old one was quite matte and quite drying. So I think this is going to get on with me really, really well, and it is in the shade Vanilla 120B. I remember this like in 2016, I think, or something like that. It was like the foundation for Instagram and like pictures and everything. But I just kind of never got the hype. I wasn't really into like full coverage foundation at that time, but I just thought I'd give it a go, and I'm actually quite happy that I got my hands on this now. So the next thing I bought was the Nars Laguna bronzer. Now I really like the look of this bronzer. It's really like glowy and shimmery and sort of natural at the same time without being like too overpowering. And I put this on today and I'm really happy with how this turned out. I normally use the Charlotte Tilbury, I think it's the Bronze and Glow palette duo. I'll put a picture of it on the screen, but mine broke and I needed a new bronzer and a new highlighter, hence why I got these two. I have had this before and I loved it, but then my mum stole it off me, so I just bought a new one because I know I love it and it is just beautiful. Again, I'm wearing it today. I'm actually really chuffed with how my makeup turned out today, considering I used all like new products and stuff. But yeah, this just went on so smoothly and is so pretty on my skin, and I cannot wait to use this again in the future. Then, as I'm running low on a loose powder, I normally use the Laura Mercier loose powder, which I know is like a cult favourite and everyone loves it. I mean, well, I know some people that absolutely hate it, but for me, I love it and I don't get how people can't get on with it. But I wanted to try something new and something a bit more natural and a bit more glowy, and I finally bit the bullet and bought the Hourglass Veiled Translucent Setting Powder. Again, tried it today and just is so beautiful. It is literally just like a veil over your face. I've tried it twice now and I'm really getting on with it. And after buying the powder, I kind of went down a Hourglass rabbit hole, so to speak, and I bought 3 new brushes. And then of course, buying the powder, I could not get the matching brush. This brush was beautiful applying powder. It just kind of flowed over the face really neatly, really nicely, and it was lovely to be able to get into these like tight inner corners of my eyes and then dust the face. It was just a really good brush to use. I honestly kind of don't get why people get so irritated about double-end brushes. I've got the Charlotte Tilbury double-ended brush, the It Cosmetics double-ended brush, and a few others, and I don't really find why everyone gets annoyed. I know you got to store it a little bit more uncomfortably, so to speak. When a brush performs as good as you would like it to be, you kind of don't care. In love. Hourglass concealer brush. They don't have like any numbers or letters on them or anything like Morphe does, for example. It's just a really sleek and like bronzy design with just the word Hourglass on the brush at the bottom. I use this with my makeup today to blend out my concealer, because when I apply concealer I kind of apply it with the wand directly and then pat it out with the brush and then blend it in with a beauty blender, and it was beautiful. And then I'd seen Rare, I think it's Raw or Rare Beauty Crispy, Jaclyn Hill, Jeffree Star, all these like really big makeup YouTubers use the Hourglass foundation brush. I saw Rare or Raw Beauty, I don't know how to pronounce it, I don't want to like it be rude and get it wrong. But yeah, I saw her use this brush when she was doing her, I think it's quite an old video now, but it was a full face of Charlotte Tilbury, and she blended out the contour wand with this, and she blended out her foundation with this, I believe. And I have the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, and I find that if I don't quite blend it out right, it either just disappears or can look a little bit muddy, and I think it is my application and not the product, because it is a really good product. But she applied it with this brush and it was just beautiful, and then she blended it out with a beauty blender, I think, or I've seen people do that as well, and it was just gorgeous. And then I was like, well, I've got 2 other brushes, I might as well get a 3rd, and I just loved it. Today, applying my foundation, again, it was just a beautiful brush to use. I think you've definitely got to use it in like a tappy motion like this. You shouldn't really like buff it in, it's not really that sort of brush, but it was just beautiful. Same with these 2 here, again, beautiful. And I think if you use a padding motion with these first, and then if you like using a beauty blender, go in with a beauty blender, or a buffing brush afterwards, but these 2 are just beautiful brushes to use along with this one. Lastly, I bought the Iconic London Prep Set and Glow Spray. I bought the lighter shade as obviously I'm quite fair, and I think I really want to try out actually the gold spray as well. And again, I think I could get away with the bronze spray because it's not like your skin doesn't get absolutely like smothered in this. It's just kind of like a wash of glow, if you will. So I guess it just kind of depends whether you want to be like pearlescent or more gold or more bronze. It's kind of like your personal preference. I know it's kind of meant to be through the skin tones, like fair, medium and deep, but I think you can kind of get away with it just because it's a kind of setting spray, as it says. Used this today, love it, really glowy, so beautiful, and I'm just really happy with it. So there we are guys, that's everything I bought from my little online shopping spree. Like I said throughout the video, if you do want to see me try out all these products, then please just do let me know. Let me know if you would have bought any of these down below, or if you've tried any of these products out and what's your opinion on them. That would be fantastic. Other than that, please feel free to subscribe guys. You'd be more than welcome to join my family. And make sure when you do subscribe that you hit the notification bell onto all so you're notified by every single video that I upload in the future. If you could leave this video a big thumbs up, that would also be fantastic, and share it to a friend if they are a makeup lover like me and you. Alright guys, lots of love. Bye!